I'm Darren, and this is 3 things you need to know for Tuesday, March 5th. Reports say that oil and gas leaks are 30% of the reason some claim we are in a climate crisis. The satellite is now going up to call out and shame those polluters. Nearly offering a worldview, MethaneSat, as it is called, will be streaming data back to the Environmental Defense Fund, a non-government entity which partners with the New Zealand Space Agency. The Bezos Earth Fund, yep, that Bezos, helped fund the project. Wonder who will regulate the numbers they produce for validity. With a 9-0 vote, the Supreme Court of Colorado ruled that the state of Colorado cannot keep Trump off the ballot in November. The 14th Amendment, or the Insurrectionalist Clause, was being considered as the reason to remove him. Colorado's primary is today. March is National Women's History Month, so it seems fitting that the NCAA basketball scoring record, men's and women's, goes down and a new one is being set by a woman, Caitlin Clark. Leading up to the historic mark, some called Caitlin Ponytail Pete, which refers to Pistol Pete Maravich, who was at the top before now. Trade while you're sleeping across time zones with Arbitrage Trade Assist. Sign up today at arbitragetrade.com. Arbitrage Trade is your trusted source for business, finance, and tech info.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Important women in finance. March is National Women's History Month, so today let's highlight some important women and their impact on the financial world. Victoria Woodhull and her sister Tennessee Claflin established the first woman-owned stock brokerage, Woodhull, Claflin and Company, in 1870. Despite the blatant sexism they faced in their struggle, the two sisters made millions advising clients like Cornelius Vanderbilt. The two sisters made enough money to put their male counterparts to shame. Maggie Lena Walker became the first woman in the U.S. to charter a bank, St. Luke's Penny Savings Bank, in 1903. The institution had grown significantly by 1924, and after mergers with two other banks, survived the Great Depression. Walker was a leading advocate for women and African Americans in the segregated South and founded St. Luke's as a way to encourage them to harness their economic power by saving their money. Muriel Siebert broke the gender barrier on Wall Street by becoming the first woman to own a seat on the New York Stock Exchange. Known as the first woman of finance, Siebert was a pioneer in the financial industry and went on to establish her own brokerage firm, Muriel Siebert and Company. She once said, "For 10 years it was 1,365 men and me." Her achievements opened doors for future generations of women seeking careers in finance. Sally Krawcheck has held positions at major financial institutions, including Citigroup and Bank of America. She is a co-founder and CEO of Ellevest, an investment platform designed to help women achieve their financial goals. Her dedication to gender diversity in finance has made her a leading advocate for women's financial empowerment. Janet Yellen made history as the first woman to chair the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System in its more than 100-year history. In serving from 2014 to 2018, her expertise and leadership were instrumental in guiding the United States through several economic challenges. She is currently serving as the U.S. Treasury Secretary, the first woman ever to do so. Her contributions to monetary policy and economic stability have solidified her as a trailblazer in the financial world. Blythe Masters, a former executive at J.P. Morgan Chase, played a key role in the development of credit default swaps. She did groundbreaking work in the financial technology sector, especially with blockchain. She became CEO of Digital Asset Holdings, a company focused on leveraging blockchain technology for financial services. Masters is a founding partner of Motive Partners, a fintech-focused private equity firm. She is an advisory board member for the U.S. Chamber of Digital Commerce, the blockchain fintech Figure Technologies, and the enterprise quantum solution provider Sandbox AQ. Her innovative contributions have left an indelible mark on the intersection of finance and technology. Let's continue to celebrate women's achievements and support women in their pursuit of success and equality. Stop watching, start living using PIPS, our AI bot. Go to arbitragetrade.com and check out Arbitrage Trade Assist.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
PIPS Pick of the Day. Arbitrage algorithms have detected a possible uptrend for OFS Credit Company, that's OCCI, It's an investment firm, and they generate current income and capital appreciation through investments in collateralized loan obligations, equity, and debt securities. It's a price of $7.30 at market close, 52-week high of $10.50, 52-week low of $5.47. Please take into account that the earnings are Friday and that we are not financial advisors. We provide a service. Please do your own research.
Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is a privately held research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the contents of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to function as investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.